Yeah, there we go. Now you're in my head. So we're going to want to have a wall space available today. So it doesn't have to be where your mat is, but it would be good. And probably, it's true, it would be, let me hold on. I'm just moving some things and getting my other mats. It would be super awesome if we can place the short end of the mat at the wall, like so. You're also going to want to have a strap and 2 blocks. And you'll notice there's 2 of me today. One is just so that when we get to the part where I demonstrate stuff on the wall, you have a different angle so you can see what we're doing. So hence the second camera. Wow. Okay. Sweet. This looks good. Good setup. Good setup. And bring your mat all the way to the wall so the edge of it is actually touching. So that'll be, yes. Perfect. Hi, Julia. We're going to have a wall class today. So that means short end of the mat at the wall, if possible.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
2 blocks and a mat and a strap. Obviously a mat. Excellent. So folks, we're doing wall class, which means if possible, short end of the mat at the wall, 2 blocks and a strap. Yes. Great. How's everybody doing today? Excited for handstand? So excited! So excited!
Big time.
Louise is like, how's your experience with handstand, Louisa? Tell me more. I want to hear. For some reason, I can't hear you. I know you're not muted, but I cannot hear you speaking.
Right, is that it now?
There we go.
Okay, I don't know how it works, Aim. My experience is really terrible because my shoulder range of motion is like this. So trying to get into handstands killer. And then because I can't get my legs anywhere near to my body, it's shit. It's just shit, like fully shit.
Totally get it. Yeah, because the hip flexion stuff, right? Yeah, too. Yeah, that's going to be super hard. You know what? In a weird, actually, pincha and headstand will be easier for you than handstand.
Yes, much easier.
Yeah, totally. So one thing you can play with today is if you want to, when we go, you could play with the pincha arms rather than the handstand arms just because of the shoulder stuff. And also kicking up is going to be easier for you, like just kicking up from further away. A little bit less stable, but that'll give you more probably access and oomph to get your legs up.
Oh, I really, really struggle with it, and I've worked on it for like 3 years now, and I can just get up, but it's not stable. It doesn't feel good. It's really a struggle, massive struggle.
Well, perfect. This is the perfect class.
Yeah.
And you might find, do you have with hip flexion stuff, when you draw your knee in, is it a little easier to get your knee further in if your knee is wide, or is it kind of the same?
Because like here, this is my bone. So like I'll come up to here, but I'm in compression there. So here I can get slightly further.
Yeah, great. So for just you, only you, when we walk the feet in from down dog, right, you can take your feet wider just so that you're not straight on. It'll make it a little bit, again, that'll make it, it's like pros and cons. It'll make it a little bit wobblier getting up. But anyways, we'll play with it today. Yay! Okay, everybody, it's a wall class, which means I want you to put your mat at the wall if you can. Now, if you're like, oh, damn it, I don't have a wall that I can put my mat at, that's okay. You can do the majority of the practice without the wall. The wall just gives us some nice feedback, but there will come a part of the class where I want you at the wall for sure. But you can move over there. So, Joel, you could always use the side of your house when we get to that spot if you want to. Yeah.
Will do.
And awesome. Hi, Connie. Nice to see you. Hi. Hi, Anna. Yes, hi, Luna. Hey, Chris, come on through. It's all good. The gang's all here. All right, you guys. So nice to see you, Melinda. Awesome. Nice to see you. Hi, hi. Hi, Jay. Thanks for moving your massage table. All right. Dvora, nice to see you. Great. Joanna, I love your crystal lamp. So nice. All right, let's get rolling. So there's no music today. No music. No music. So when we do, I'm a just a personal story. I'm a list maker. And what I find list making does is it's one of those tactics that I use. Does anyone else make lists? Anyone else like a list person? Yeah. What I find is that it takes all of the nonsense in my head, like all the whah, and it helps me to bring clarity into what I'm doing. Like the articulation and the creating of the list helps me to see everything and then create focus. And the process of creating focus in terms of these kind of priorities is a process in yoga of discernment or viveka. It's like where we have, it's like where we're choosing the path that aligns most with where we want to go. And what that does, our capacity of what we choose to focus on, right? It's like where I choose to bring my mind and what I choose to let go. From that, I create clarity. And that's what list making does for me. I'm like, I put everything out there and then I'm like, these are the top two things. And then that helps me to actually get rid of the stuff that I don't need. So that's what clarity does for us, is it's kind of like, not only does it highlight like, here's the essence, but it also helps us let go of things. And that also relates to the yoga. One of the yoga niyamas called saucha, like cleanliness. It's the process of like, okay, getting to the essence. And so what I love about handstand, in addition to the fact that it's very playful and very fun, is that the alignment of this pose calls us into a sense of clarity. We cannot do handstand without kind of like pulling to our own center and creating like a really clear and specific intention. So while it's also super playful and play, we kind of think of blah, but the playfulness of handstand actually like is a drawing in. It's like getting to the core, what we want to do. And that's one of the reasons that I'm saying like no music today, because I want us to actually bring our focus with real specificity into the alignment of our body for the purpose of exploring handstand from a really clear space. So we're going to start laying on our backs. And if you have and have your strap nearby. And if you have the wall, I want you to stretch out so that your feet can be up the wall, your heels at the baseboard, your toes pointing up, as if you're standing in Tadasana. Yeah, so yeah, if you see Louisa, yeah, you guys got it. So your feet are at the wall, and or you can just lay down if you don't have the wall there. So not legs up the wall, Tom, but feet at the wall. Yeah, legs up the wall is nice, but we're not going to do that quite yet. That's it. Good. Yeah. And then hello. And then for the first couple of minutes, let yourself relax. Danielle, awesome to have you here. So today's practice, where if you have a wall nearby, we want to have the short end of the mat at the wall. If you don't fret about it. You can change it up later and have a strap. So first, just start by like letting it all go. Letting it all go and letting everything arrive. So the sensations in your body, the thoughts, the feelings. So create a space for all of that, whatever might be there. And as we think about handstand, again, we have some reactions around that. Like some of you are like, yeah, handstand. And some of you are like, fuck handstand. I hate handstand. All of those different. So let all of those vrittis, all of those distractions, just that whole world, just we give space for all of that. And then we start to, with all of that space, this is the yoga practice, we start to cultivate discrimination or clarity in where we choose to bring our focus. This is like the whole game of yoga. It's like, where am I choosing to bring my presence and my attention? So bring the clarity of your attention now just into your breath. And all the other kind of noise, background noise, may still be there, but it's like we're turning down the dial a little bit. And letting the breath rise to the center. Take a slow breath in. And a slow breath out. And keeping your kind of body where it is, draw your knees into your chest. Squeeze your knees in for a moment. And feel how your low back, that'll start to tip your tailbone up and your low back will imprint into the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale all the way out and hollow out your low belly. Keep that. Squeeze your knees together. Squeeze the sides of your feet together. Bring your hands behind your head. Point the elbows up towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, curl your chest up towards your knees. Stay here. And then bring your knees forward so they're more like a tabletop. But squeeze the knees and squeeze the legs. As you inhale, come halfway down through your upper body, nice and slow. And as you exhale, hollow out your belly, pull up the pelvic floor and curl up, squeeze the sides of the knees together. Inhaling in, slowly coming down. These are little curl ups. Exhale, curling up. Inhaling in. Let your head be heavy in your hands. So do the work from your core. As you exhale, hollow your belly and curl up. Inhaling in, coming down. We got 3 more. Squeeze your knees together. Exhale, curl up. Press your heels just a little bit more forward. Inhaling in, curling down. Exhale, curling up. Jaw soft, throat relaxed. Inhaling in, down. Exhale. Inhaling in, down. Exhale, curl up. Inhaling in, come halfway down. Extend your right leg straight up towards the sky. Extend your left leg out towards the wall, but don't let it touch. Or if it does touch, that's okay. Kick your heel into the wall and then curl up a little bit more. Bring your right heel just a little bit more forward. Now imprint your low back down, staying here for 5. Squeeze your legs towards each other. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left leg up. Bring the right heel down. Maybe it touches the wall, maybe it doesn't. That's all good. And then curl up a little bit more. Kick your left heel up and then bring your left heel just slightly forward. Keep imprinting your low back down for 5, 4. Squeeze the legs together. 3, 2, and 1. Draw your knees into your belly. Take a nice breath in. Take a nice breath out. Extend your left leg out. Press the base of your heel. So press the heel into the floor so your toes are up the wall. Hug your right knee in. Bring your strap around the sole of your right foot, the ball of the right foot. And then extend the right foot up towards the sky. So you're stretching the leg. Yep, that's it. So bring the heel all the way to the floor, the left heel. Yes, now use the wall. Spread your foot into the wall. Nice, yes, I see those lovely toes. Good. Let your hands come a little bit apart. So hold the strap, like one strap in each hand. Yeah, that's it, Tom. And then let the elbows come a little wider so your chest feels nice and broad. Good, 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 Deborah. Bring it onto the ball of your foot a little bit more. So a little, yeah, further up, just so you can really press the foot in. Everybody press the left foot down. Good, Connie. Kick through your heel. Stretch the leg. Good, Joel. Press the inside of your left foot just a little bit more forward to spread the ball of your foot. The big toe mound of your left foot forward a little bit. Stretch the leg. Kick the heel into the wall. Reach, engage your quad. Good. Exhale, change sides. So bring the left foot up into the strap. Bring the right foot into the wall. And so the wall helps to give us feedback so we can feel like, hey, what's going on in our body? So does the floor. So bring your right heel all the way down to the floor. Press your right heel strongly into the baseboard. Stretch your left leg up. Good. Yeah, nice work. And then with one strap in each hand, draw the elbows just a little wider. Yeah, you go. Yeah, Deborah, you can walk your hands up higher. And then press the back of your left hip down. Stretch through the left leg. Spread the ball of your foot. Spread the ball of foot. Yeah, Elizabeth, you can walk your hands up close to your foot. Walk your hands as close. Nice, Julie. You can walk your hands as close to your foot as possible without losing your shoulders from the floor. So yeah, you can walk them up. Nice, Connie. Good. Press your right thigh down a lot. Spread through the sole of your feet. One more breath. Kick, 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 kick through the heel. Kick, kick. And then exhale, bring that hand down. Bring that leg down. Good. Bring both feet to the wall. Sides of your feet together. Press your heels into the wall. Press your thighs down. Interlace your hands. Press your palms towards the sky. Palms up. Good. Soften your low ribs in. So feel the back body spread into the mat. So ribs down. Tailbone lengthens towards your heels. And now keeping your arms nice and strong and straight, like pull the fingers apart and take your arms over your head. Arms straight, arms straight. Try to pull your fingers apart. Yeah, the hands might not come all the way down. Now smush your ribs into the floor. Bottom ribs in, and then press your hands out. Good. Good. Inhale, bring the hands back up. Change the crossing of your hands. Fingers. Good. Stretch through the arms. Plug the shoulders down. Take the arms overhead. Kick your heels into the wall. Press the hands away from you and like Slurpee, get longer through the sides of your waist. Yes, press the big toe mounds into the wall a little bit more. Good. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch the whole body out. Nice. And then exhale, go ahead and bring the hands back. Roll over onto your hands and to your knees. Come into downward facing dog with your heels up the wall. So balls of the feet on the floor, heels up the wall. Bend your knees a lot. Now use the feedback of the wall against your heels a little bit so that you can feel, am I pressing more into the outside of the foot? Am I pressing more into the inside of the foot? Press evenly through both edges of your heels. Yep. Bend your elbows wide to the side. Yes. And then wrap your elbows down and underneath you towards the floor. Yeah, Connie, that is it. And then pull the tops of your thighs back. Yes, reach your bum back towards the wall. Yep, heels up the wall, Anna. So heels up the wall. Yep, that's it. And as you press your heels into the wall, your toes can be on the floor. Lift your thighs up higher and start to stretch your legs to straight. Good, Joel. Keep squeezing your outer arms in. Stretch your arms, stretch your arms. Nice. Walk your hands back to your feet. Step your feet just a little bit forward, like a foot forward. Walk your hands back. Bring your butt to the wall. Lean your hips against the wall and forward fold. You can cross your elbows. Good, Connie. Your hips aren't quite that wide. Take them a little closer. So walk back, forward fold. Drop your head. Give your head a little shake. Relax your jaw. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift your shoulders. Rise all the way up to stand. Grab onto your block. So you got two blocks. You might look at me in the side here. High, high. Okay. So from here, I'm going to take one block. If you're just standing in the middle of the room, then you'll take the block between your thighs. Otherwise, take the block at your sacrum. Bring your heels about an inch from the wall and then squeeze your legs together. So try to get your heels as close to the wall as you can. So again, if you're just in the middle of the room, then the block goes between your thighs. Press the pelvis back. Stretch your legs to straight. The thighs are super engaged. So squeeze the legs together and straighten them. And then reach your arms forward. Draw the ribs into your body. So it's going to be tempting here to like extend the low back. Squeeze the arms, press the pinkies in, and then take your arms all the way up. Press your pelvis back, reach your arms all the way up, stretch your arms to straight. Yes, yes, yes. Good, Joanna, bring your ribs in. Ribs in. Yeah. Yes, Louisa, straighten your arms from the elbows. Spread your fingers. Good. Go up, 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 up. Straighten your legs, Anna. Straighten your legs. Yes. Tailbone down a little bit more. Reach up. Good. Exhale, bring your hands down. All right. If you're at the wall, take your block. If you only got one block, use it for your ribs. Heels at the wall. Bring your block to the backs of your ribs. Oh, now don't walk away from the wall. It's super tempting to bring your feet forward. Keep them back. Again, you can have one block between your thighs and then reach your arms forward. This is keeping the ribs in, everybody. Pull the shoulders back. Squeeze the block. Go up. Stretch through your heels. Stretch through your arms. Yeah. Ha, ha, ha. Press your ribs back and into the wall. And bring your heels closer to the wall. Bring your heels back. Walk them back a little bit more. I like the block. That's good. Good. Up, up, up. Stretch your elbows. Beth, stretch your elbows from, reach up through the hands. That's it. One more breath. Up, 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 up. And exhale, bring your hands down. Good. Bring your blocks to the front of your mat. Step back about a third of the way. Feet together, legs together. Squeeze the legs in. Squeeze the inner thighs a little bit. Here's that little Pez dispenser. So I'm wrapping the inner thighs towards each other, right? So moving them in so that the hips move slightly back, and then take the tailbone down and keep wrapping the legs together as you slurp your legs to straight. Reach through your fingers. Inhaling in, stretch the arms all the way up. Keep your hands shoulder distance apart. Stay here for just a moment. Now tuck the ribs in as if you have that wall behind you. Yeah, pull the ribs in just a tiny bit. Aha. And now press through your heels and go up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Everybody over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank with your heels up the wall and the balls of your feet on the floor. Plank pose. There we go. Good. Press your hands down, shoulders right over the wrists. Now, as you press into your thumbs, Broaden your upper back. Connie, bring your chest a little bit more forward. So you might need to walk your hands back actually to keep your heels on the wall. Puff up your upper back. And then as you exhale, melt your chest down. So the arms stay straight. It's almost like a little scapular push-up here. Press through your hands, round your upper back, and then melt your chest. Yeah, look forward, Devorah. Keep your hips a little lower. Don't move your hips, only your shoulder blades. Press away, and then melt the heart. It's a little movement. One more time. Press away, upper back puffs up. Good, Melinda. Walk your hands more forward so you're more in a plank. Yes, good. And then everybody, yeah, downward facing dog. Good. Melinda, walk your hands forward, longer down dog. Let's get you into a longer down dog. That's it. Bend your knees, pull the tops of your thighs back. Bring your legs together. Squeeze the legs, 2 legs into one. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Look forward. Squeeze the legs. Press into your hands. Step 1 foot, then the other forward. As you inhale, halfway lift. Nice wide chest. As you exhale, forward fold. Feet together. Good. Feet together. Julia, bring your feet together. Squeeze your legs. Inhale, rise all the way up. So knit in this clarity. So we don't let anything go. Pull the ribs in. Stretch up through the fingers. Spread your fingers. Yes. Beautiful. Energized hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step just your left leg back. Put your left heel up the wall. Feet are hip distance apart. Yeah. So we're in a low lunge. So we want the right foot quite forward. Yeah. So knee right over your ankle. Lift your back knee up. Come onto fingertips. Squeeze the inner thighs together. That's it, Tawny. We're going to make you do handstands in the middle of that field. Squeeze your inner thighs together and use the connection. Keep your fingers on the floor. Use the connection of your heel to the wall to elevate and brighten your back leg. So when we kick the back heel into the wall, you can feel that it is strong and straight. Come onto your fingertips. Squeeze your inner thighs. Okay, keep your back thigh bright. Good. Hover your hands. Hover them. Don't change anything else. Just hover. Good, Melinda. Bend your front knee a little bit more. If you can. Yeah, that's it. Pull the outer right hip back and in. Now use the wall again. Power up the back leg. Stay low with your body. Reach your arms forward. Hey, Kendra. We're at the wall if you can, but if not, just do the center of the room and then we'll flip it out later. Yes, that's it. 3. Devorah, a little bit lower with your body. 2. Good, Connie. Kick the wall with your heel. Yeah, good. Exhale, take your hand down. Lower your back knee. This time your hands can be on blocks. Slide your hips back, squeeze your inner thighs. Ardha Hanumanasana. So be high enough on your fingertips or your blocks to keep your chest bright. Yeah, Jay, that's it. Your chest is nice and bright. So there's a lifted sense. As the fingers press down, the heart lifts up. Good. Straighten your arms. Connie, you can even walk your blocks a little bit more forward. Yeah, you got some room there. That's it. Squeeze the outer hips in, flex your front foot. Get clear about the front foot. Julia, yeah, you can pull your toes up a little bit more. Get a little calf stretch in the front leg. Yeah, that's it. Press your front heel down and pull the outer right hip back and in. Good, Deborah. Lift your chest a little bit more. Get brighter. Yeah. That's it. One more breath. Exhale. Shift on forward. Good. Walk your blocks forward if you need to. Inhale, step forward back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold in. Good. Halfway lift up. As you exhale, fingertips down, step the other leg back, the right leg back. Bring your heel up the wall if you've got a wall. That's it. Pause. Onto your fingertips rather than your hands. So you got to do more work in your legs. Press your left heel down and then pull the outer left hip back and in. And now come high onto your fingertips and brighten your chest. Yeah. Stretch your sternum forward as you press your heel back. Awesome, Beth. Yeah, that is it. Good. Take your tailbone just a tiny bit towards your back heel so you feel the abdomen hollow out and help you. Yeah, good. And then hover your hands. Hover your hands. Everything else stays the same. Everything else stays the same. Just hovering the hands. Yeah, super power through the back leg. Reach your arms forward. Wrap your outer arms in. Spread your fingers. Yes, use the brightness of your fingers. Right? So you have a long line from your back heel all the way through your fingertips. Good, Anna. Bring your chest down a little bit more and lift your arms up a little bit more. Yeah, chin down, chin down. That's it. One more breath. Kick, kick, kick into the wall. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Big toe mounds can stay on the wall. As you inhale, rise up, Bhujangasana, baby cobra, hover your hands. Take your hands off the floor. Float your hands. Good, drop your chin just a little bit. And now with your chin tucked in, squeeze the shoulder blades together. I want you to get a feeling here of hugging the back of your heart, right? And then stretch through your legs, press the tops of your feet down or press the big toes into the wall to engage the thighs. Maybe your knees lift up and pull your heart forward. Squeeze the back of your heart. Nice. Exhale, press your hands down, back down to downward facing dog. Heels up the wall. Bring the feet together. Bend your knees a little bit so that you can squeeze the thighs in. Lift your gaze, look forward. Now, we did this last week if you were here. You're going to walk forward, heel first. Heel first. Yeah, so Louisa, you might find it's nicer to take your feet a little wider as you come forward. Heel first, press the hands down for as long as you can. Small little steps all the way forward. Nice, Connie. Yeah. Kendra, that is it. We keep pushing the hands into the floor. Good, bring your feet together at the front of your mat. Bend your knees, grab onto a block. Reach your hands forward. Hands on either side of the block. Chair pose. And then everybody drop your hands so they're in line with your shoulders. Yeah, good. Spread the hands, spread the fingers. Tom, man, we got to get you a book or a block. Virtual. Pasha. Okay, good. So you're going to squeeze the outer arms in. Everybody pause, lower the block a little bit, drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. And now squeeze the outer edges of your hands into the block. Keeping that now, start to lift the block up, but only, you have to use your discernment here, only as far as you can, keeping your arms straight and hugging the bottom ribs in. Good, Connie, press a little bit more with your pinky, the pinky side of your hand, so that your elbows wrap down. And then, yeah, reach the arms forward and up, squeeze the legs, sit down more. Good, Melissa, get in your heels just a tiny bit. Yeah, nice adjustments, everybody. Good, exhale, forward fold, nice work. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your left leg back again, heel up the wall. Okay. Soften your back knee. Bring your hands onto your front thigh and rise to come up into a high lunge. Okay, bend your back knee. Let's bring the hands to the pelvis for just a sec. With your hands on your pelvis now, feel how you can tuck the pelvis forward and back, right? Forward and back. And I want you to find a place where the pelvis can be upright and there's a little bit more connection between your ribs and the front of your pelvis. And then scissor the legs together. Again, with the ball of your foot on the wall, you can feel the power of your back leg. Sit down and now keep the pelvis upright as much as you can as you start to stretch the back leg towards straight. Just do your best. Yeah, if you feel wobbly, widen your feet a little bit. Good, Anna, tailbone down just a tiny bit more. And everybody, now slide your hands up to your ribs. Siphon your ribs back so it's like you're at a wall again. So you can feel the connection of the back body. Then take your arms out to the side. Roll the upper arms up. Yeah. And then stretch your arms all the way up. Good. Sit down into your legs. Yeah, really nice work. And then from the power of your feet, brighten up through the sides of your waist, through your arms. Spread your fingers wide. Reach up, go up. Fantastic. Exhale, take your hands down to the floor. Bring your hands onto the highest level of their blocks. Keep your back heel against the wall. Press your palms flat, just so we get the feeling here. Hands on blocks, fingers are spread wide. Good, yeah, and then press into the big toe mound of your front foot as you straighten your front leg. A version of pyramid pose. And as you press down into the big toe mound of your right foot, pull your right hip back. Good. Yep. And some of you might need to come onto fingertips just to find a little brightness through your chest. So as the hips pull back and squeeze in, pull your chest forward and slide your shoulders away from your ears. Yeah. Really nice. Strong, straight arms. Teach the arms to be straight. Push the floor away to brighten your chest. Breathe. So thread your attention into your breath now. Good, one more inhale. Exhale out. Nice, walk your blocks forward, bend your front knee, step forward back to the front of your mat, feet together, legs together, bend your knees, sit down chair pose, but this time interlace your hands behind you. Sit down. We're going to add just a little bit of a back bend here. So I'm just squeezing the legs in. Draw the shoulders back, and now squeeze the shoulder blades into the back of your heart. So you really feel like, yeah, like the shoulder blades are squeezing together. Good. Drop your chin a little bit. Yeah, Tom, that's it, to lengthen the back of your neck. Sit down into your heels. Sit down into your heels. Sit your hips down. That's it. Draw your shoulders back, honey. Lift your chest just a tiny bit. Kendra, drop your chin just a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Good. Release your arms. Inhale. And then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Step the right leg back. High lunge. Pause. Set the feet hip distance apart. Take a moment to settle into your feet. And then climb your hands onto your front thigh and bend your back knee. With the back knee bent, yeah, take your hands to your pelvis. Feel again here the tipping of the pelvis. Take the sitting bones down. Start to stretch your back leg to straight. Use the wall to give you more feedback. And then slide your hands to your ribs. Pull the ribs in, sit a little bit more into the back space of your body. Keep that. Take your arms out to the side. Yeah, so we're building our capacity to hold different pieces of our body, like to bring ourselves into integration. Roll the hands up. Reach the arms all the way up towards the sky. Fantastic. And now sit down a little bit more into the power of your legs. Good, good, good. Yeah, yeah. And then as you press through your feet, squeeze your legs in and pull up through the sides of your waist, through the bones of your arms and out through your spread fingertips. Yeah, that's it. Reach up, reach up. And exhale, take your hands down slowly onto blocks. Beautiful. Nice control, everyone. Hands on your blocks, squeeze your legs in, stretch your left leg towards straight. Yeah, and as you press into the big toe mound of your left foot now, pull the outer left hip back and in. Yeah, Connie, that was awesome. Nice bright chest. And we're going to hang out here for a little bit. So I want you to feel also the engagement of your front thigh. So that if you bring your left hand and touch your left thigh for a sec, is your quad mushy or is it pulling up into the hip socket? Yeah, I see those stockings. Yeah, nice. Good. And now we'll take 4 more breaths here, nice and slow and smooth. Just straighten your arms a little bit so we get a little bit more power through the arms. So from the pressing of the hands down, the rooting of the hands, there's a little bit more lift and widening through the chest. Good, one more inhale. Exhale. Good, bend your front knee. Bring your hands down to the floor. Step back into down dog. And then walk your hands forward so they're more at the front of your mat. A little bit. Bend both of your knees. Take your right leg up the wall. Yep. Press your toes into the wall, the ball of your foot into the wall. And as you press the right foot into the wall, draw your outer right hip down slightly and pull your left hip back. Squeeze your legs in. Good. Keep your top leg straight. Walk your hands back, maybe an inch. Some of you, maybe a foot. Some of you might go all the way. But Connie, bring your right leg up the wall more, like a standing split. Good. Walk your hands back. Walk your hands back. Beth, pull your bottom ribs in a little bit more. So yeah, you might need to walk your hands a little bit more forward, actually. Yep, 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 yep. And then walk your right toes further up. If you can, yeah, just a little bit. Good. Now press your right toes into the wall. Press into your hands a lot. I want you to imagine lifting your left foot off the floor. Good, Joanna. Straighten your top leg, though. Yeah, like from the core of your body. Maybe even hover. It doesn't need to go up. Jay. Yeah, just hover it for a sec. Woo! Okay, good. Put it back down. Okay, walk your hands forward. You take the other leg up the wall. First, find the toes. Square your outer left hip down and in. Straighten your top leg. So we need to stay clear with that top leg. Walk your hands back. Maybe it's just an inch. Hips go up, hips go up. Nice, Tawny. Yeah, working with it. And then push your hands down. Pull up from the core of your body. Push your top foot into the wall and then hover your bottom foot. Maybe just a sec. Yeah, nice, Melinda. That's it. Pull up. Connie, yeah, way to go, girl. Good. And then go ahead and place that foot down. Walk your hands back out. Bring your knees to the floor. sit on your heels, pause, close your eyes, and then just get still. Yeah, settle. We shake our snow globe. We let it settle. Just in the breath. So part of our practice is how can we bring our attention to what's real and what's here rather than what just happened or what's to come. It's part of the practice of, oh, here I am, here I am. It's a relief. We don't have to be in the stories. We're just like, this is it. Simple. Okay. Nice work, everybody. Downward facing dog. Actually, you know what I'm going to do just for fun? Okay, this is the playful part. Lower your knees down for a sec. So here's the playful part of handstand. I'm just going to give you guys a little chance to do this because we have the wall here. So what you'll do is you'll turn yourself around and you can watch me. You guys notice I've got 2 videos here. So if you want to watch me from the side, you can. Bring the hands about a hand's distance from the wall. Wrap and squeeze the outer arms in. Walk your feet in a little bit. Squeeze the legs, plug into the fingertips. And then we'll try a couple little hops. The knees are coming into my belly. And then back down. But because I have the wall here, I can't go too far, right? So it's kind of a nice way to try those little donkey hops with some support. So hands about a foot away from the wall. This is just a playtime. Playtime. Yeah. Down dog. Bring your feet together. Knees wide. Yeah, Tani, you guys can totally do this. Right? Knees wide. Bend your knees. Look between your hands. Squeeze your legs together. The knees are coming into your belly. Hips over your shoulders. Yep. Thumbs up. Promise you won't go too far. Yeah, good, Melinda. Bend your knees and pull them into your chest rather than keeping your legs straight. Yay. Nice. Good, good. And then just, it's good just like to be 6 again. Woo! Kendra's like, I'm doing a handstand. Okay, walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold. Just where you are, walk back. Don't worry, we're going to get into more stuff. Okay, bring your hands onto your hips. Lift your chest, lift your shoulders, come all the way up to stand. All right, here we go. So I'm going to have you bring your hands to the wall. You can watch me for a sec at hip height and step back with my feet underneath my hips, right? Squeeze the outer arms in. So what the wall lets me do, and I can actually look at my arms, I can make sure my arms are straight, right? I squeeze the legs in. And then we can keep the standing leg a little bit bent, but I'm going to step 1 foot back at a time. We're going to do warrior 3 at the wall. I'm going to talk you through though, because there's some things I want you to think about. Okay, hands at the wall, hip height. So Beth, you're going to slide those hands down about a little bit. Yep, step back so you're in a little L shape. Squeeze your outer arms in and straighten them. Yeah, Tawny. Good, good. All right, bend your knees a little bit, pull your hips back. Joanna, walk your feet in about 2 inches so that they're right under your hips, but then bend your knees and pull the hip creases back. Yeah, slurp yourself out. Good, feet, hip distance here. Actually, no, bring your feet together. It's gonna make it a little bit easier. Devora, hands up a little bit higher. They're a little low. Just bring them up a little bit. Okay, from here, step your right foot back and just dig the ball of your right foot into the floor. So into the floor first, into the floor first. Pull your outer left hip back. You can keep your left knee a little bit bent, and then with a strong, straight right leg, lift your right leg up. Yeah, warrior 3. Good, Melinda. Rather than opening the hip, draw your outer right hip down. Now, can you use your discernment to only lift your leg to hip height? So look back, see your toes. Yeah, Tawny, super strong, right? So yeah, Melinda, nice adjustment. Bring that heel down even a little bit more. Pull your outer hip back in and straighten your arms. Push the wall away. Everything is straight. Yeah, nice, Joanna. Good, good, good. Okay, lower that foot. Stay here with your upper body. Slowly step your left foot back and just put the ball of your foot into the floor. I want you to feel the straightness of your leg. And then in one piece, lift the left leg up, warrior 3. Now, can you lift it only to hip height? Some of my friends who are flexy need to actually drop the outer left hip down more. Yeah. Good, Melinda. Drop your heel about a foot. Like lower. Yeah, there. That's actually hip height. That's it. That's it. Straighten your arms, Anna. Lift your head. So rather than looking down, lift the back of your neck. Yeah. Good, Joel. Push the wall away. Push the wall away. Push the wall away. Nice. Good. And exhale, lower that foot down. Fantastic. So that's basically handstand, but just a different orientation to gravity. Okay, come back to your videos. Watch me. So we did a couple of exercises during practice where we found the strength of the upper back. So what I want you to, and like the drawing in, so everyone just sit for a sec, right? Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze them on your back. Feel how there's like a connection of your shoulder blades squeezing in, almost a little back bend through your upper back. Okay, we need that for that next thing that we're gonna do. So I'm gonna bring my toes to the wall. So watch me once, so just watch me. Hands are underneath my shoulders, my arms are straight. This is one of the things, the point of clarity that we're going for is straight arms. So I'm gonna use the connection of my hands to the earth to find that rebound and straighten my arms. From here, draw the shoulder blades onto the back. So it's like I'm doing a little cow pose. I want to find that feeling of the shoulders squeezing towards each other. Slide the hips back, straighten the legs. So, well, they're not going to be straight. They can bend the knees, but straight arms, straight arms. I'm melting my chest a little bit to the floor so I still have that connection to my upper back. Keeping my arms straight. Step one, tap the foot up without shifting the hips forward. So what I'm avoiding is this. I don't want any shifting. Strong, stable arms. Right? If you've got that, then press the foot into the wall, lift the other leg up, knees are bent, arms are straight. If we can do this, then you can slowly begin to stretch the legs. So what keeps me from propelling forward into the center of the room is my shoulders into my back. They're like a little brake that helps me to straighten my legs. Because my shoulder blades are moving back, my hips lift up rather than pushing me forward. Let's give it a try. So hands, so come onto your hands into your knees with your toes at the wall. If you're a little tight in the shoulders, you can move your hands forward just a tiny bit. And then pause first. Screw your hands into the floor, straighten your arms, nice strong arms. Melt your chest, come into a little baby cow pose. I really want you to feel the shoulder blades squeezing onto your back. Good, Devorah, stay with me for a sec. Shoulder blades squeezing onto the back, cow pose. From here, feet together, legs together, press back into a tiny down dog. It's a short down dog, so bend your knees. Press through your hands. Pull the hips all the way back. Beth, bend your knees and pull them all the way to the wall. Try to put your butt on the wall. Way back, way back, way back. Drop your head, drop your head. That's it. Now, keep your shoulders stable. Tap one toe up, then the other toe up. Do not walk your hands back. You will get too scrawny there. Yep, that's it. One toe up and the other toe up. Good. And then if you can, both feet up. Nice, Connie. Good. Not all the way up. Stay in an L shape. Anna, bring your feet back down to L shape. It's harder. Pull your ribs in and straighten your legs. Yeah. Beth, keep pulling your ribs in. Pull your ribs in. Shoulders onto your back. Still try to melt your heart. That'll give you the oomph to straighten your legs more. Yes. Good. Good. And come down. Rest. Sit. Sit. Snow globe, settle. Breathe. Okay, awesome. Open your eyes, come back and watch. So what I tell people is that handstand prep is harder than handstand. The thing that you need is straight arms and the shoulders on the back. This is really super important because that's the break. So we're gonna do handstand prep to handstand now. So I'm gonna demonstrate it once. There's so many stages, you guys. There's so many places that you can get on and off this train, something for everybody. And if your wrists are feeling knackered, you can do this on your forearms, but if possible, that makes it a slightly different pose. So if possible, on your hands. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna bring my hands just like we did before, except for this time I'm facing the wall. My hands are a hand's distance away from the wall. I'll come onto my hands into my knees. Melt the chest so you feel that nice connection to your upper back, but keep your arms straight. From here, I'll press back to down dog, right? Shift forward and bring your shoulders right over your wrist. There's that little squeezing of your shoulder blades onto your back, and step one foot in just a little bit. This is like warrior three, right? There's a tendency to collapse here and lose the parts of the body. So what your focus is to straighten the arms and keep your chest lifted. Take your gaze to the wall so your head's a little bit lifted so we're not collapsing.
from here, keeping the back leg straight. Notice this is just like warrior 3. I can keep my standing leg bent, but I'm lifting my back leg straight. So here's your task: arms straight, legs straight, gaze steady. This is a bit of a mind fuck, okay? Because you have to track a lot of things, right? So it's not that you guys aren't strong or can't do it. It's just that we're starting to bring into consciousness, can we hold these things all at the same time? If you can keep this leg straight, then you can start the swing. What I'm going to do is swing this leg up and kick off my bottom leg, right? Arm straight, leg straight. And then eventually I bring both legs up, squeeze the heels together, and get longer through the sides of the waist. To come down, practice coming down slowly. Legs straight, whoa, arms straight. That helps you to cultivate control. And then sit. And then we bring our attention back to the breath, and pull it in. All right, I'm going to talk us through it. If you know these stages and you want to, if you're like, I got it, okay, but otherwise follow me. Bring your hands a hand's distance away from the wall. Melt your heart a little bit first so you can find that shoulder blade connection to your upper back. Yeah. And really straighten your arms, and then press back into down dog. From down dog, shift your shoulders forward over your wrists, and I need you to take your gaze to the wall. Pin it to the wall. Shoulders a little bit more forward, Joanna. Yep. Press down, bring your feet together. Arms straight, leg straight, lift one leg up. Anna, you can walk in a little bit further. Yeah, lift your hips higher, walk in more. That's it. Good, Melinda. Your top leg is bending, so straighten it. And then lift and lower. Can you keep it straight? This is the mind work here. It's like, how many pieces can I hold at the same time? Good, Connie, straighten your arms. Notice the arms are a little bent. There you go. Good. Now, if you can keep the leg straight and the arm straight, anchor your gaze, practice a hop. Now, as you practice your hop, straighten your arms. Good. Nice, Joanna. Good, Devorah. That's it. Just give yourself a little bit more oomph. So bend your bottom leg more and really push off your bottom leg. Yep. Yeah. Give it a little elbow grease. Melinda, yeah. Straighten your top leg. Jade, yes. Good. Come down, sit. Unless you're Joanna, you can stay up as long as you want. All right, come down, sit on your shins. And now this is bring the brightness, the light of your presence back to your breath. Give your wrists a little roll. We're not done. Okay, open your eyes, second side. So second leg. Hands forward, melt your heart, press to down dog, straighten your arms, shift forward, lift your other leg up, lift and lower. Can you keep it straightened? Good, square the hips, and then kicking up. Yeah, good, Kendra, straighten your arms as you kick up. So really think about pushing down into the earth. Yes. Good, Devorah, lengthen your stance actually a little bit. So walk your right foot back. Yeah, just a little bit, that's it. And then you just get a little bit more oomph. I want you to like stomp. So lift your left leg up now. Bend your right knee. Yeah, and now go ahead and kick up. Woo. That's it, Tom. That's a fight. Good, Elizabeth. Think of your hips coming to the wall rather than your heel. Hips to the wall. Yeah, better. Because what tends to happen a little bit. Good. Beth, come down for a sec. Everybody can do this too. So everybody come down because we're all, teaching here. So Beth is doing something similar happened to me for a long time. And I still do this. It's like when we come up, if there is a willingness, a desire to get the leg up, but the body is like, I don't know about this nonsense. What'll happen is it, right? It's like, no, thank you. Is that we'll take it in the low back. So if you watch me from the side, what tends to happen a little bit when we kick up, and you guys, this is so common, is that this happens. Do you see how I kind of like arch my back? It's like my hips, to get up, my hips need to go over my heels. So I need to, when I can get my hips over my wrists, not my heels, when I get my hips, right, that's when I can get my body weight It's a stack. So just the legs coming, it's kind of typical to find a little break through the core, and we want to try to knit that in so it's one piece. So give it a try. Do whatever size you want to, Tanya. I'm going to watch you and see what you're up to. All right, everybody. One more round. If you're like, I'm done, then go ahead and just come to lay on your back. Otherwise, one more round. Tony, yeah, girl, that is awesome. Good, good, good. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Yeah. Good, Deborah. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. So shift forward just a tiny bit more with your upper body. And look forward. You got to keep your gaze forward. That's it. Yeah. All right. Good. Anna, go up one more time. Bring your hands a little closer to the wall, just a slightly bit, just a tiny bit. Yeah. And then kick your legs up one more time. Bring your heels to the wall. Okay. Okay, good. Now pause. Keep your heels on the wall. Pull your ribs in. Pull your ribs in. Yes. And now lengthen your sitting bones up. Squeeze your legs together and slide your heels up the wall, up the wall, up the wall, up the wall. Don't take them off. Don't take them off. Keep your ribs in, ribs in, ribs in. Straighten your arms, straighten your arms, straighten your arms. And then come on down. Nice, 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 nice. What we want to get is those ribs in just a tiny bit more. Whoo! Good. Sit. Roll your wrists. All right. Bring your hands into your lap. For a moment, close your eyes. Let the snow globe settle. Clarify the attention into the breath. More than getting the pose, this is the practice of how do we harness our attention and become more discriminating about where we allow our attention to go, so that we can be more in presence in the world rather than in the stories. This is the real work. It's like, how do we bring ourselves here? Come forward onto your hands into your knees. Bring your hands behind you. You can be on your wrists or your fists if you want to. Or turn the palms forward, heels down, pull the heels in. So you don't actually need to lift your hips here. Just pull the heels in and engage the backs of your legs and lift your chest. Stay here for a couple of breaths, widening the heart. You can stay here or kick the heels down, lift your hips up, pull your heels toward you. One more breath. And exhale. Lower the hips down. Come to sit. Right shin forward, left shin back. Let your right hip be heavy. Walk your fingertips forward over your front leg. You can stay right here, or keeping your right hip heavy, begin to stretch your left leg back. Now relax your head. You might use a block. Relax your shoulders, your jaw. And we let ourselves come back to earth. Take another slow breath here. And let it go. Walk your hands slowly back to your front knee. Lift your chest. Take your left leg forward, cross it over your right knee. Lift your chest, little counter twist, little twist to the left. This isn't all about the twisting, a little bit more about the breath inside, creating a little bit more space. Drop the shoulders away from your ears, one more breath. And then go ahead, inhale, unwind. Bring your left shin forward. Take your right knee back. Inhale as you exhale, forward fold over your left knee. Again, the option to stretch your back leg back as a way of bringing just a little bit more intensity to the front hip. But let your hip be heavy. Let your body settle into gravity. Let the head go, the neck go, the shoulders. And these are often the moment in the practice where the attention can again get captured by fragments of stories. So use the feeling of your body and your breath to be here. Our breath. Come on. Feel grounded through your sitting bones as you take a breath in, and then as you exhale, a gentle twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Feet together. Any issues with the knees, just bring the feet a little bit further forward, or they can be quite close to you, holding onto the ankles, the shins, or fingertips behind you. Hinge from your pelvis. Walk the fingertips forward. Baddha Konasana. Let your spine round this time. And after your next exhale, slowly roll yourself back up, coming into a comfortable cross-legged or kneeling position. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Let the spine float up. Close your eyes. Really simply bring your attention to your breath. Hear your breath, maybe adding a little of the ujjayi to it so the breath becomes audible. And then with your own count, you'll inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 6. Lips soft, eyes closed or softly opened.
After your next exhale, you can let the count go and rest in the open, relaxed space of your own presence. The relaxed and open space of your own awareness. There's nothing to do, it's just a simple settling in to what is. So that we disconnect the sense of self from all the changing thoughts and stories and instead reconnect, re-anchor our sense of self in this great spacious presence. And that's the clarity that we seek here, is to recognize ourselves in that space. That's who we are. Shavasana. Let yourself relax and melt into the earth. Let go of any need to hold or control or manage. We can completely surrender here. Let the arms be heavy, the body be heavy, the legs be heavy, the head be heavy. Let the body quiet. Begin to deepen your breath. And draw your knees in, roll to the right side.
Nice and calm. Come all the way up to sit. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. Bow your head down to your heart. The mind likes to complicate things, and that can be beautiful sometimes. Creates stories, creates dreams and ideas, puts things together in new ways. But in our practice, we want to always be able to come back to the clarity and simplicity of our heart. We recognize the mind for what it is, which is a beautiful tool and servant of the heart. But our practice teaches us to connect to the heart first. As you bow down your head to your heart, acknowledge its simple voice. And bring the thumbs to your head for clarity of your thoughts. And bring the thumbs to your lips for clarity in your expression. And bring your thumbs back to your heart for clarity in hearing the voice of the heart. Namaste. Wonderful to see you all today and practice with you. If you have questions or thoughts, hang out. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Move slowly into your day.
Thank
Take
you.
your time.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
That was so perfect.
Hi, you're welcome, Julia.
Although I still couldn't do it. Um,
You all look good though. I see good stuff happening in everyone's practice.
yeah. Rachel, I have a question. Are you still
Yes.
going to do this after the August 13, the mentorship 2020? Will you be doing something similar or no more? This
I
year?
haven't. Yeah. Am I
Decided.
going to keep teaching?
Yeah, this morning.
I think so. It's good for my sanity, frankly,
Okay.
to teach. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to run another mentorship program or whether I'm
Okay.
just going to do kind of group classes yet.
Group
So I'm not
classes,
quite
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Keep teaching, please. I don't want to. I can't stand not practicing with you. No, I'm just kidding. But please keep teaching. It's just amazing, and I really love your classes. And
Oh,
keep teaching.
thanks.
It's
Anna.
also good for us.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank you. Yeah, you guys, seriously,
Good
you guys,
fun.
it's like good sanity, good times.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Rach.
Welcome. Nice work. Thanks.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you.
You're welcome, Joanna.
I have a question, Rachel.
Yeah.
I hope you do your mentorship. Do we always have to, and I realize we don't end with a recline twist. Well, we did do a twist. Does it have to be reclined when we're ending a class? You know how we do a recline twist before the end of class, and then I noticed when we were doing our mentorship and doing our sequence, it didn't exactly have to be a recline twist, but when we did a supine twist, we added maybe a happy baby and then went into Savasana. So can you explain it just a little bit? I don't want you to take too long.
Yeah, sure. From my point of view, you can make the integration can be whatever you want. Because I like to end us in pranayama and then meditation, I like to do my twists seated.
Okay.
When I do them, just because I don't want to lay people down and then get them back up, right?
Okay.
So, but you're not obligated to. Twists are really nice unwinding poses, but you're not obligated to do them. So I just think what is needed. So for me, it was kind of like when we're doing so many neutral poses like this, inner and outer hips really have to work hard. So that's why I focused instead on, hey, let's do the forward folding kind of pigeon version, and then let's do a little Baddha Konasana, because that's going to address the hips, which have worked really hard. I did this because not only does it engage the hamstrings, which have been stretched a lot during this class, but I'm also taking my arms in the opposite direction of handstand. So that's why I chose those poses as kind of the ending, and the twist just because it's nice to do twists and we didn't do any during the practice.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I loved it. Oh, I loved how you ended it though with the what do you call that again? With the bent knee in front and back. What is that called?
Oh yeah. Well, in
That
yin, I
was
think that's called sleeping. It's called like
sleeping
deer
swan.
pose, and then it goes into
Sleeping
swan.
swan.
Yeah.
Right, but I
Yeah.
loved how you had it bent and then forward folded, and you could straighten it, and then when you brought the other leg across the twist, I said, "Oh, I'm so adding that to my sequence for class."
It's a nice transition. Yeah.
love the transition. Thank you. I'm adding that in my class for my
Yeah.
awesome flow. Yeah. Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mwah.
Kendra, nice to see you.
Nice to
Mwah.
see you. Thank you, baby.
I have a question. Oh, it's
Yeah.
only the two of us. So actually, when you were correcting me to come up again, so it was really tough for
Sure.
me. Like I was really struggling. Handstand is something that I really struggle. And then you were telling me to bring the ribs in, so I was way too open.
Yeah, it's just normal. Your shoulders are open. So what happens? It's the same thing that happens to me. So if you watch me from the side, what you'll tend to do is just be a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got to work. You can almost drop your head. I
Okay.
think you, like work to pull the ribs in, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then so that they're not here. So it's a little bit of tailbone. So I was trying to get you to kind of like pull the tailbone up and pull the ribs
Okay.
in a little bit more.
Okay.
And that'll give you, because that'll give you more control. Because otherwise what happens is that, and it's not bad, but otherwise we're lining the shoulders and the hips, but the spine is a little bit not as integrated as it can be. So we just lose a little bit of stability. So the more you can get the ribs in and a little bit more here, like this feeling of, then the more stable you'll be coming up.
And then what should I do? You were also telling me to do something with my feet, but I don't think I don't know if I really got what you meant, but it was, I was suffering so much being there. So
yeah, just to reach your heels up the wall. So rather than balancing, to take your heels and reach them up. Because when you stretch your heels up the wall, it helps to take this away. Like the more I stretch through my leg, the more I kind of take the tailbone in. So it's just a way. But one thing you might play with that has super helped me, and I'll just show you from here, is to actually get a little further away from the wall and then take your feet to the wall. Do you see how my knees are bent? So with my feet on the wall, I can really work on, hey, pull the core in, lengthen the tailbone, squeeze the legs. And then this is a good spot to find that balancing point from. So I can, kind of hover my feet, right?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So
cool.
You might find that something that's fun to play with.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Rachel, thank you. I just wanted to again, thank you so much. I love you so, like, I love the classes so much. It's something like really, it's something that I really wanted to say that again. It has really changed my practice. You are an amazing teacher and inspire me so much, and it's amazing. So please keep teaching, because otherwise I'm gonna miss your classes so much. It's just seriously, and it's so cool. Like, you're in the other side of the world, and I feel so connected by yoga, and it's just amazing. So I just wanted to bring that in, and thank you again.
Oh, thank you. I feel that too. It's so wonderful that we have this space to be able to connect from so far away. It's good. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much. Then have a lovely week, and I'll see you.
You too.
Live next week.
All right. Okay. See you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.